This is the first important step in opening up the reconciliation process. We have a lot of hard work ahead of us, but we are going to deliver the America First agenda. We're going to deliver all of it, not just parts of it, and this was the first step in that process.
All right, so it's a done deal with Speaker Mike Johnson managing to pass their version of President Trump's big, beautiful bill. This just days after the Senate passed a competing slimmed-down budget outlining, billions in new spending on defense and border security, less cuts. For more on what this budget reconciliation process is going to look like, we'll bring in President of Strellmark Business Consultants, Hillary Fordwich. Hillary, the current version of the Senate bill does not contain the specific language preserving those cuts or pledges that the president made to eliminate taxes on tips, overtime, Social Security. Do you think the final version of this bill that Congress will actually vote on will contain all three? Do you think the Senate is going to move over towards the House version?
Well, Rob, pleasure to be back with you. And I will say 9 senators actually feel that way, because 9 senators have said that they shan't vote for this bill unless it has permanent tax cuts. So let's hope those 9 influence the whole rest of the lot of them. I do think, though, this week, and we covered before, we were talking about Zelensky, etc. I do think that all of that overshadowed the stunning victory, Rob, for Republicans with the smallest majority, I believe, in American history, that this was passed by the House. And with regard to reconciliation, as people outside of Washington and outside of politics, because I'm in the business world, as you know, always ask me, well, what does that mean, reconciliation? And I always say it means more talk, more negotiation, and sort of like. But if I might just add, with regard to the scoring, the CBO scoring, what's really important, and looking at this from a business perspective, it's whether you consider dynamic or static scoring. What is really important is, since President Kennedy, every time that taxes are cut, businesses grow. You can't just look at it as the way it is right now. When you have that, not just economic stimulus, with the reduction also that this bill from the House includes, which is reduction in regulations, Rob, you then not just tangibly increase tax revenues from the cuts, you inspire the business community. I hear from the business community all the time the same thing. They want certainty. Then they can make plans. Then they make investment. And last but not least, we need reshoring of American businesses, because they're coming back here for lower corporate tax rates, and let's hope those 9 senators influence the rest of them. So back to your question, yes, let's hope it gets done.
Yeah, the fact that not every one of the 53 Republican senators is completely and totally on board is mind-boggling, but they'll move forward. We'll see how this ends up. I think that they'll come to a reasonable agreement between the two. Hillary and Thomas, thanks so much for being with us.
Absolutely.